Here we have a function generator made out of the MSP430. As you can see, there's nothing outputting on the oscilloscope attached to it right now. But as soon as we run this program here, it outputs a 5-volt peak-to-peak 100 Hz square wave at 50% duty cycle. All this information can be seen down here on the bottom right corner. So now we're going to change the duty cycle with one of these three buttons. First we'll go over the buttons. This first button does the wave type. We have sawtooth and sine after this. We have the second button that does the frequency, and this last button in the back does the duty cycle. So we're going to press it, and it's going to increment the duty cycle by 10% each time. And again, you will be able to see the measurements down here in the bottom right corner. So let's press the button and see 60%, 70, 80, 90, 100, 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. Alright, now we're going to change the frequency with this second button here. Should increment by 100 Hertz each time. So right now we're at 100 Hertz. It'll go to 200 Hertz, 300 Hertz, 400 Hertz, 500, and back to 100. We're going to change the wave type to a sawtooth. The first button. And here we have a sawtooth with about a 5-volt peak-to-peak voltage, and that's at 100 Hertz. Now let's change the frequency of this guy. 100 Hertz to 200 Hertz, 300, 400, 500, and back to 100 Hertz. I'm going to change it to a sine wave using this one. As you can see, the button presses and it changes to sine wave. So we have a sine wave with 5 volts peak to peak at a frequency of 100 Hertz. We're going to change the hertz, or the frequency to 200 Hertz using the second button. 300 Hertz, 400 Hertz, and 500 Hertz. And we go back to 100 Hertz.